Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is Daily Go Getimism number 972 for June 1st, 2017. Can you believe it? It's already 6 months in. Half a year is already over in 2017. Half a year already? It seems like just a minute ago we was talking about Happy New Year. We was talking about Happy Valentine's Day. We was talking about Happy Mother's Day. In a few weeks, we're going to be talking about Happy Father's Day. Or are y'all? Will y'all be screaming Happy Father's Day? Probably going to front on that. Don't front on the fathers, man. The black man is God. Anyway. Yeah. So, speaking of fronting on fathers on Father's Day, that's exactly that. Well, that kind of goes into what we're about to be talking about. We are about to be talking about how soon they forget. How soon they forget. I mean, if you've ever dealt with somebody who you did favors for, who you looked out for, who you made sure that you took care of, even just in the small, minute way, like big things, well, small things that are done in the time of a big need are big things. Like I said, small things that are done in the time of a big need are big things. So you might just need a couple of dollars in order to get you somewhere, or do something for you because you're short. But you're always short. Like you don't have any left. And you need a little bit in order to get you from one place to another, or get you, whatever it is that you need. And somebody is there and they look out for you. They look out for you. They make sure that you get taken care of. They may have even thrown you a couple of extra to make sure that you was all right beyond what you had to pay for. They looked out for you. They took care of you. Now, see, when somebody looks out for you that way, and you know that in your big need, in your time of a big need, a small thing was a big favor for you. So somewhere down the line, you just forgot about what somebody did for you. So when you start talking shit, when you start dissing somebody, when you start talking about somebody's house, or the way that somebody lives, or their lazy eye, or the way they walk with a strange lip, you know what I mean? People start teasing, sometimes innocently, but sometimes it ain't all that innocent, because they're really dissing and teasing because they forgot about the good thing that somebody did for them, because they're really ungrateful motherfuckers in the first place. They ain't on a level like that. How soon they forget. How soon they forget. Now, you know what I'm talking about if you've ever been put in that position. If you've ever been in a position where you did something for somebody, you looked out for somebody, you made sure that somebody got something that they needed, and then later on, when you may have needed it, or when you was down on your luck for a little while, you may have needed something from them, or you may have just needed somebody to hear you out, listen to you, a shoulder to cry on, somebody just lend an ear, and they couldn't do that because they was too busy. How soon they forget. A lot of people do that when they get a new man or they get a new woman. You know what I'm saying? Now, when they didn't have no man, or when they didn't have no woman, then they was always over your crib, always up under you, always calling you on the phone, always complaining, always wanting to go out, always wanting to do something, always telling you that they lonely, always telling you that they don't have nobody, all of this, that, and third. You know what I mean? Totally dependent upon you as a friend, as a colleague, as somebody who was there for them. But as soon as they get somebody, even though the person that they're with may not be all that good for them, or they may just not be all that good, period. But now they all hugged up and they all booed up, and even though that relationship is on rocky ground and whatever, they feeling good about themselves and they feeling themselves. So they might forget about when you was there for them. So now that you don't have nobody or whatever, when you see them, when you finally catch up with them, they like, yeah, well, you need to get yourself a man, or you need to get yourself a woman. You need to do something for you. How soon they forget when they was in that same position, jerking off every night, doing big things with the shower head. Yeah. I ain't mean to get all sexually explicit like that, but I mean, really, how soon they forget. When you look out for somebody, when you just are a good person to people, it's not that you're doing it in order to get paid back or anything like that, but you're definitely not doing it so somebody can give you their ass to kiss or treat you like you a sucker, you a square, you a plug, like you ain't nobody. So when you came through, like, you know, money is one of those things that people forget about all the time. When somebody's down on their luck, they may have lost their job, they may have got caught out there, lost they tax return to child support or something like that, and they needed something from you, and you looked out for them, like, all right, man, you know what I mean, I got you, homie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let you go out like that. So even though we planned this vacation and you couldn't pay your part, I'm gonna take care of you. Go ahead and I'm gonna take care of yours. You just pay me back when you get a chance. And that chance never come up. How soon they forget? How soon they forget? When you're there for them and they won't be there for you, they done forgot all about you, because that's how they do. When you're there for them and they're not there for you, how soon they forgot about you, because that's how they do. That's my word. And I'm not even hating. It's just like, I mean, you just have to take certain things into consideration. When somebody does something for you, represent. That don't mean you're not doing things in order to be paid back, but show a little gratitude. Show a little appreciation. That's it. A little acknowledgement. You know what I mean? When you at the award ceremony getting your Grammy or your Oscar or your Tony or whatever, when you getting your Soul Train award, when you getting your whatever, just make sure that you say, yeah, man, my man's in them. He looked out. He looked out when I ain't had nobody. When I was sleeping in the car, he opened his door for me. When I ain't had no food, he opened his refrigerator for me. When I ain't had nowhere to sleep, he made sure that he gave me the couch. Matter of fact, he didn't want me to mess up his couch. He hooked me up with the air bed. With the air bed. You let somebody sleep on your air bed, man, you doing them a really, really good service. You know what I mean? Because an air bed is a very sacred and personal item. You don't let just anybody sleep on your air bed, because you might need your air bed again. You don't want people juices and fluids and bacteria all on your air bed. You know what I mean? You might have to bleach your air bed. It is what it is. How soon they forget. The most important thing is to make sure that you don't never forget. Make sure that when somebody represents for you, you represent back. You don't have to keep, you don't have to make sure that you pay them back forever beyond whatever was given to you. Just make sure that they know. You know what I mean? First of all, hit them off with the thank you. That's number one. Second of all, when you get in the position to pay them back, pay them back. And then follow up, like, yo, thanks again. I really needed you, and you was there, and I appreciate that. That's all it takes. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for years. Anything happen to those who go for years. Anything happen to those who go for theirs. Anything happen to those who go for yours. Anything happen to those who go for theirs. Anything happens to a couple of people when they are in the bar drinking a couple of beers. Anyway, when somebody represents for you, you just represent for them back. That's all it takes. I want to talk to y'all about this Saturday, June 3rd. June 3rd. We're having a semi-random exercise event. A couple of weeks ago, we had the Steep Steps Challenge. This time, we're going to have the Steep Hill Challenge. So we're going to be climbing that hill. Climbing. It's dope. Not like rock climbing, not this way. Just walking. It's a really steep hill that we use every time we do the spring cleaning event or the summer burn or the take the fall event. It's all the same thing, just different seasons. But anyway, for 1 hour, this June 3rd in the Philadelphia area, for 1 hour, from 9 o'clock a.m. to 10 o'clock p.m., we're going to go up that hill 3 times, up and down that hill 3 times. Believe me, that's a cardio workout and a leg workout that you will not soon forget. So make sure y'all come through and represent, you know what I mean? Because that thing gonna be on fire. So if you live in the Philadelphia area, if you live out in the burbs, if you live in Jersey, if you live in Delaware, if you live in Maryland, if you live anywhere in the area, come through this Saturday, June 3rd, 9 a.m. We meet at Wissahickon Avenue and Rittenhouse Street, across the street from the Sunoco gas station. So make sure y'all be there. And it's a free event. Y'all know how we do. See, we get back to the community. I don't never ask y'all for nothing. But do y'all be represent? Anyway, I'm just saying. This Saturday, June 3rd, make sure y'all come through. And I'll holler at y'all. Peace.